Qubic is at it once again, a new massive sale. This time they are celebrating their 20th anniversary in style. 100 games on offer for 20 cents each, or for less than £1 or €1. Now they did sponsor this video today, asking me to tell you all about it, but I do want to congratulate them. It really is a massive milestone. Alright, so let's get straight into this today. For those in the UK and EU, you don't need to do anything. You get instant access to the discounts. However, those in the US, you do need to do one thing: own one of the following 6 games on screen right now. If you don't have one of those, download Coloring Book. It is completely free. Now let's get into the games, but do know 100 games on sale. I can't possibly cover them all in one video. I'm going to be covering 20 of them. If you want to see the rest, head to QBicGames.com/20 for all of the deals. I also have a few new releases at the end of this video as well. Akane to kick us off, one of my favourite releases from Qubic, and it's a high score chasing experience that throws you into Neo Tokyo, and then it asks you just take on waves of enemies. Game's really a simple concept, but it's really addictive as you wield katanas and guns to tackle the increasing numbers. It's a lot harder than it looks as well, and this one's been keeping me coming back personally for years. It's also always been a popular pick on the channel, and I bet you'll see a ton of support in the comments below. Run Sausage Run, a game I transparently didn't expect to like. It won me over, just ridiculous. A race to survival with support for up to 4 players locally, and you're a title sausage trying to survive all sorts of deadly traps. Some really fun cosmetics with this one as well, and there's actually a battle royale game set in this world called Sausage Wars that's on sale right now as well. Door Kickers is another gem, and while there was a side-scrolling follow-up, this is a top-down strategy game all about plotting paths for a SWAT team. I love this game. It's near endless thanks to randomization, and I love it because I grew up on OG Rainbow Six, and back in the day you would actually plan missions in that game. There was this briefing part that was always my favorite kind of part of the experience. This has that very same vibe. Also, know it gets challenging as well of this one, so expect to be changing strategies on the fly, and yeah, just great stuff, well worth it for genre fans. Bit.Trip Runner is perhaps my favourite auto runner rhythm game of all time, and there's a whole collection of these Bit.Trip games on sale right now, but this one, I was addicted to it back in the day, and I used to actually own the collection on Vita as well. Here though, duck, slide and kick your way to victory as Commander Video. Really good music, simple mechanics which take practice, and yeah, just generally a really good port. Good Night and Night, a title that trips me up for some reason, is a roguelike adventure experience, and it's almost reverse what you expect story-wise. Basically, you've already rescued the princess in peril and now you are celebrating. However, when you do awake the next day, you find you're falling from the tower. It's time to fight back and try to understand what occurred. It's hack and slash action with procedural generation, and it has modifiers too, so you can change how the game challenges you. Dig Deep is one of those games where you can set things in action, then you can sit back and reap the reward. The concept here is simple: to dig for treasure, but do you want to do the hard work, or do you want to build an empire where you hire employees, let them do the digging for you, and you of course just pick up the treasure? These are surprisingly addictive, and I know this one has a decently sized following. Hole.io is for those who enjoy Donut County, as it's the same concept: pilot a massive hole and destroy a selection of environments. Now as you swallow stuff up, watch your hole expand, and you can even unlock cosmetics. I like this new genre personally, and then they have Paper.io 2 on sale as well. I presume it's the same dev, and this I really like. It's basically Jazzball, an old game where you had to take over parts of the screen, but the difference here is you're competing against bots or friends. It supports up to 4 players locally, and you basically just paint as much of this location as you can. Sword of Glory then is for those who fancy the life of a gladiator. Basically, build out a warrior, travel from city to city for a chance to gain fame. You can use skills, magic, and yeah, this isn't just going to be button mashing. It promises to demand some skill as well. It's actually one of the few Qubic games I haven't spent time with, and I definitely need to. 3 games then where, let's be real, I'm not the target market. My Bakery Empire, Aquarium Land, and Farmland. My Bakery Empire lets you open the bakery of your dreams, baking up cakes and serving them to different customers, basically build out this empire. It also features a cosmetic element as well. Then Farmland and Aquarium Land, they come from the same dev. With Aquarium, you're exploring the ocean to expand your shop. You'll unlock motorboats and jet skis along the way. Then Farmland, the same concept, but of course on land, and now you're selling your wares to merchants. Real Boxing 2 is up next, and here's a genre that's underappreciated. We've had a few Punch-Out influenced experiences recently, but when are they going to release another fight night? Now this, it aims to sit somewhere in between. You're building a career, you're training, but it doesn't forget the humor with some ridiculously over-the-top opponents. Raft Life then is another farming survival experience. This time we awake and we're on a raft. The last thing we do remember is our ship sinking. Now of course we need to survive. That means we need to build up an island on this raft while catching fish and planting fruit and veg. Now I would personally be trying to paddle my way to land, but this is definitely one way to solve the situation. Driving fans, and a couple of experiences for you here. Monster Truck Arena is a game where the name really says it all. Compete in arenas in massive vehicles, taking on jumps and different stunts. Features 10 vehicles and then there's 50 missions to overcome. Then Car Driving School Simulator. Here's one where you learn the rules of the road in 30 different vehicles, and it's really all about navigating a number of locations. That includes California, Canada, Vegas and Tokyo to name a few. Alright, so we have 4 games left for you all in this video, and I'm saving a personal favourite for the last game. So let's talk to the 3 new releases that have immediately been offered up in this promotion. So first up, Colour Road, and this one looks a lot of fun. Race along tracks as a ball and try not to fall out of bounds. That's not all though, you must hit your colour marker along the way, making things then even more difficult. Every time the ball jumps, your colour changes. So this sounds like it's going to get pretty manic pretty quickly. The next new release then, Hair Dye, and I'm not the target market for this one once again, but if you fancy the concept of owning a hair salon, this one's going to be for you as you style and cut hair. Once you do a few cuts as well, you're going to start earning cash, and this can be used to upgrade the look of the salon. Finally, for new releases, Heisting, and this one puts you in the role of a thief, and you get to plan and execute different heists, and as you do go, upgrade weapons and recruit a different team. A lot of skin unlocks with this one too, it seems, so definitely going to keep you coming back. So our final game then is Tharsis. This is so unique, a turn-based space survival strategy game. Now if that didn't give it away, it's complex. In fact, there's actually a 10 or so minute video from Qubic which takes you through the different rules, but this game is well worth it. And the idea here, we are tracing a mysterious signal. Of course, things go wrong. Now it's going to be a case of survival, and that comes down to, let's say, decisions and dice rolls. It's basically board game meets video game. I love the tagline though with this one, space, dice and cannibalism. Now if that piques your interest, I recommend you look into it. And that is the video down, but once again, this is just a small sample of everything currently on offer right now. Head to QubicGames.com/20 for another 80 games on sale. If you did enjoy the video, then subscribe, it helps out the channel a huge amount. And once again, a massive thank you to Qubic for sponsoring this video. And once again, congrats to them for 20 years in the industry. It is a seriously impressive milestone. I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.